This is an overview of the Leica M2 with the Summicron F2. And if you know anything about Leica, these are probably some of the most famous cameras in the world, and for good reason. Originally made in Germany. This one was originally introduced in 1957, and it is built like a tank. And apart from that, it's also designed gorgeously. So Leica is famous for a reason, and their cameras are still valuable to this day for that same reason. So this is just the front and the back. We're going to get into detail on everything really soon. Top of the camera. And as you can see, everything's done really well. Everything's designed. They just took that extra step. And this camera is built in 1957. So I originally introduced that, and it has aged well. It doesn't look goofy. Things don't look dated. It's just built to be a classic. On the top left, you're going to see the rewind lever. You're not going to see me doing a lot of messing around with this camera. It wasn't mine, so I wasn't going to take any risk with it. On the right, you are going to see this is actually a film counter. It wasn't automatic, so this is a manual film counter. Pretty smooth. Then you're going to see the shutter. Really good for back then. So you're getting 1/1000th of a second all the way to bulb mode. Also, you're going to see that the hot shoe flash right there, or the hot shoe. On the back, you're going to see this ASA speed selector. Doesn't change anything. It's all manual. So you're going to see the viewfinder here and then 2 flash sync ports. I couldn't figure out what the sync speed on these was. I just couldn't figure it out. So if you can put it in the comments. The lens is a Summicron 50mm f2. 5 centimeters, 50 millimeters. Same thing. This is the aperture ring. So 2 to 16. Kind of a weird range. I don't know why I didn't go up to 22. I would guess that. But pretty old, so can't complain. This is the focusing mechanism, and it has a pretty weird function right here. So goes from 3/4 all the way to infinity. And the weird thing was it has a lock, so to be able to use the focus ring, you have to unlock it, and then you're allowed to use the focus freely. Then if you turn all the way back, it locks. Never seen anything like that before. I was surprised what it even was. I had to look it up real quick. So there you're going to see a rewind knob to release the film rewind. And then you're going to see a lens release. On the right, didn't know this, but this camera only took 2 or 3 lenses, and to get the right view through the viewfinder, you had to change this right here, left or right, or straight. This is actually the original lens cap. So this camera was in immaculate condition. Couldn't believe that it was so good for 60 years now, almost. How do you release the lens? You're going to hold down that button and then turn the camera to the left. What does it look like underneath? The close-up right there. So oil's still good, nothing dried out. Great condition. Here's the opening. Should have lifted it up, I didn't. How do you put it back on? Like all cameras, you're going to line up the red dots, or most cameras, and then turn to the right. You're going to hear a click. The bottom, the film, release here, I've seen this on a couple of cameras now, but you're just going to pull it up and then turn to the right to release it, to open the back. And then it's a one-piece design, so it's just like a little hook right there. Pretty interesting. I haven't seen that already too. On the bottom, so that's how you put the film in. I didn't do it because I didn't want to mess around. Here's the film spool, and actually like a cool thing, a flat catch. I've never seen that before, and I didn't use it, so can't tell you how easy it is or how hard it is, but pretty interesting. And there is the bottom of the film spool. There's the back. Kind of didn't mess around with it a lot because it's not my camera. And even the bag that came with the camera was in immaculate condition too, so this is the original leather Leica bag. And word of warning, if you have these bags, take the camera out of it. They break down and they'll get into the lenses and stuff, so take them out. So this is not your everyday camera, and I feel really lucky someone let me handle it, someone let me make this video. And even though I'll never be able to afford a camera like this probably, just really cool that they make them, and really cool that they're setting that reference point so high. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks.